カーディナルスとの第2戦、大谷選手が先発5回を97球2本のホームランを打たれ4失点としましたが、15個のアウトのうちなんと13個を三振という驚異的なピッチングを披露しました。これで MLB 通算500奪三振に到達し、ベーブ・ルース以来となる500奪三振100本塁打という快挙を成し遂げました。インターネット番組でもこの記録について取り上げられていました。
Someone who's pitched great so far this year is Shohei Ohtani, and he did it again yesterday. He actually had his worst start of the year. You know what his worst start of the year was? It was 4 runs in 5 innings. He struck out 13 guys in 5 innings. Oh, by the way, same guy went 3 for 5 with an RBI double. I do think that he's becoming, we're getting used to it. And every once in a while, we need this deep breath. By the way, the guy who struck out 13 yesterday, the guy with a 179 ERA plus also has a 149 OPS plus and hits third. You know, what if I told you that Aaron Judge had 13 strikeouts yesterday, or Garrett Cole went 3 for 5 with a double? This is what we're getting, and I think every once in a while we need that just moment of, it's amazing. No one has ever done it like this for as long. Hannah, what do you think?
Okay, so there's, of course, the Babe Ruth comparison. He does this. He's the first guy ever, the only guy ever, other than Babe Ruth, to have 500 strikeouts and 100 home runs. So I pulled up Babe Ruth's baseball reference page. Babe Ruth had 501 strikeouts, I believe it was. So Ohtani is better than Babe Ruth. That's the thing that I think we lose, is that Babe Ruth was the last guy to do both, but he stopped doing both at some point. All but just a couple of those strikeouts came before 1922, the first 8 years of his career, went on to play for another decade. I don't know what Ohtani is going to do in the future. He's sort of at that Babe Ruth level now, and the next question, the only question, is how long can he do both?
I don't lose perspective. Personally, every time he pitches, I identify when he's pitching and I track what he's doing. Every time he's in the lineup, when the game is done for the Angels, I see how he did. I know how special it is, and I have to devour all of it each and every time he goes out there. To get 15 outs and 13 of them are strikeouts, he's so magical. Like you said, he can give up 4 runs and still does something magical, still hits a 500 strikeout number for his career. He is that kind of player, and the inspiration he must be to other young players in Japan that are thinking about maybe coming to this country and play. You know, in the past, there's always been some really good players that have come here and done their thing. But he's the best player. And I'm old enough to remember there was a time that there would be no Japanese player who would come here and be one of the better players. They'll be an ancillary player, they'll do their thing, but they're not going to be the best players. The American players are the best players, the Latin players are the best players. He's the best player in the game. So that's got to be inspirational. And it's got to be inspirational for every kid that grows up and pitches and hits and says to himself, why can't I do that? Ohtani's doing it. Someday, maybe I'll be that player as well.
Of course, we're looking for the game to be fun, and even if you don't make the major leagues for inspiration, it's just fun to play both sides of the ball. Little league, pony league, high school, college, whatever you're doing.
二刀流としての活躍で歴史上の偉大な選手であるベーブ・ルースの記録を次々と塗り替える大谷選手。501奪三振はすぐに塗り替えることができるでしょう。ベーブ・ルースが持っている投手の勝利数94勝。大谷選手の MLB での勝利数32勝。あと5、6年で投手として順調にプレーできれば抜くことができそうです。バッターとしてはベーブ・ルースは通算ホームラン714本。年間だとキャリアハイでホームラン60本171打点。バッターとしての記録はちょっとハードルが高そうです。これからも歴史に刻む記録を残し活躍を期待します。